Shout out to Haley. I'm trying to find a filter here because I feel like I need it a little bit. How are we doing, guys? Yesterday was Roof Astrology Day. So I tried to warn y'all. I tried to come on and at least give a little heads up. So how was yesterday for everyone? How are we feeling? Luckily, however rough yesterday was, like the universe brought us pretty low with all this like anger and power struggle energy and like self-victimization, irritability. Today, like as low as we went, is as high as actually the universe is taking us today. We have a great Pluto, Jupiter, Sun action. Hi, Darcy. Hi, March. So yesterday was really intense, but today is gonna be better. Today is gonna be better, yay. So who felt it yesterday? I did want to come on. Like I said, I tried to warn us because it was literally just one of those days where I woke up and I looked at the astrology, the ephemeris, and I was like, oh shit, things are gonna be a little intense. So we had yesterday was really why I wanted to come on is anything with astrology, we have the chance to let it own us, or we can channel it. Like everything in life, we get to decide like, who's the boss here? Am I the boss of my own life? Am I the cosmic boss of my life? Or am I going to let my emotions, my experiences, the energy around me dictate who I am and what I'm here to do? So yesterday, like I said, it was a good day to release anger. It was a good day to like channel it. If you're still feeling it today, it's a great way to channel that into Sun Pluto in this shadow energy is power struggle, like being obsessive about something, like your mind cannot let go of something. It could be about like victimization, like yesterday, but that same energy can be channeled into transformation. That's Pluto energy. So yesterday and today, still a great day to like do a deep clean of your house, rebuild something. If you're going to tear something down, build it back up again, that is Pluto energy. So I'm going to get into today's astrology, which is definitely brighter, lighter, tighter. And I'm also going to talk about, a little bit of how to work with it. I'm going to pull some cards. And in terms of announcements for the week, we have really exciting 2 guests lined up, one by popular demand. We have on this Friday here, 10 a.m. I'll jump on, and then at 10:15, Marisa Sullivan's gonna come back on. She did the amazing, like sensual self-care tutorial last time on like breast massage and vaginal yoni steaming, and just the importance of connecting to our eroticism. She's going to come on. She's great. She studied with Betty Dodson, you can see Betty Dodson like in full force, and she is a powerhouse who is here to reclaim all things about pleasure, which I'm here for. So she's going to be on, and we're going to talk about being single and self-pleasuring during quarantine, and how we can get some solo action, solo touch. And even if you're in partnership, this is still important, okay? Right now, if you're in partnership, you've been possibly in the house with your partner for 30 days. So we have to find different ways of being erotic and mysterious, and different ways of connecting to desire. Like, for me, like date nights and being really busy and being on our own path is a great way that I, kind of connect with my partner. Like we'll have a really busy day, we'll meet, I'll get dressed up, and we'll go out on a date, and it feels really fun. And now we're just home all day together. So we've had different rituals and different ways of honoring each other. But like, it's really important to make time for you, for your personal sensual self-care, whether you're with a partner or not. And then if you are with a partner, you can bring that to them. Like bring yourself to them in your juiciest state, okay? So that's going to be Friday. So drop your questions. I'm going to do a little thing in the stories. She's amazing. She has so much information, and she's just fun, as you guys remember from our last Instagram live. And then next Friday, the 24th, I believe is the date. Yes, Friday the 24th, we're going to have some sacred masculine energy up in here. And we're going to have Davis, who teaches at Rama Institute in New York. He is a very talented Kundalini teacher. He reads tarot, he does Reiki. He is just a sacred masculine channel for so many healing and mystical arts. And we're going to have him come on and talk about some ways, of just harnessing your energy, having your energy work for you. He's going to teach us through some like Kundalini meditations and Kriyas and maybe breath of fire. And he's also going to talk about, just so many things, the balance of the sacred masculine and divine feminine within all of us, which you guys know is one of my favorite subjects because we are feminine, masculine. We are moving beyond gender. This is more just about harnessing the purest, highest light of these energies, right? Sound good? Okay, Darcy, I love seeing you in here. Darcy, shout out to Darcy, who got me literally the best gift, and Audrey too, Magic of Eye astrology planners. I am obsessed with it like a little kid. I was like clutching it last night. Like I wanted to sleep with it. It's so beautiful. I am so excited. I don't even want to take the wrapping off of it yet because it's so perfect, but I'm going to use it on Friday to do my astrology report. I'm like really enjoying it and savoring it. It's so beautiful, which is a great gift if anyone's looking for a present for someone who's into astrology and design. It's gorgeous. So how are you guys doing? How are we feeling? I put up a post that was about like sun, moon, rising. Let's check in. I love astrology for so many reasons. One of them is it just gives me context for experiences that I'm having and ability to articulate it. You know, a lot of my 12th house activity, my Pisces moon can feel things so deeply, but when I was younger, I couldn't always articulate what I was feeling. Astrology has really helped me do that. Virgo self-love's a good planner. I know. Literally, Darcy got the perfect gift for me with a Virgo sun, Pisces moon, Pisces midheaven. Nothing could speak to me more than a gorgeous, well-designed planner that has all my astrology notes in it and all this gorgeous sacred art on the cover. I'm going to show it to you guys next time, but it's literally like on my altar right now, cooking under some crystals. So yes, Mississippi, you're with me. So I wanted to ask everyone how you're feeling. I did a post, but I would love here to know too. Sometimes we just feel like, oh, we're sad, we're heavy, or we're excited. Like we just have these very binary feelings, very black and white, but we're not. We're nuanced. We are a million shades of gray in between the black and white. We are millions of colors in the prismatic field spectrum of colors that exist. And I want to just honor, sun, moon, rising is a great check-in when you're asking how you're feeling. It's almost like a therapy exercise. Like, how is my sun, my moon, and my rising feeling right now? Because you might be having multiple experiences at once, which can create confusion, exhaustion, energy depletion when you're not honoring that, like, oh, I'm feeling multiple things right now. And there's multiple sides of me that need different attention and different self-care and different validation. So I like to say that, like my Virgo sun has been really enjoying the quarantine because as an entrepreneur, healer, astrologer, I've had, going to a Virgo side is using this time to get super organized just in my life. My Pisces moon energy is, again, loving the time for ritual, for connection, really happy at all of our online ceremonies. We've been doing online meditations. My Cancer rising loves being at home. My big three, my birth chart is like very quarantine fine. My Cancer rising is a little bit worried and stressed. And my Cancer rising, I had to tune in with her yesterday. She's like taking on a lot of energy from the collective and very worried and very stressed for everyone and their health. Like that's that Cancer rising energy. So I did a big prayer last night, sent out a bunch of prayers to my altar. I did like a vicious salt scrub of myself. Like I made a salt scrub with like deep grounding, cleansing oils, salt, coconut oil, and did a big scrub. And that's what my Cancer rising really needed. And I felt so much better after. But without that 3-point check-in, it's too easy just to be like, I'm fine or I'm sad. The 3 sun, moon, rising check-in is such a good thing of like, what does each part of me need right now? So I invite each of you to do that today. It's a really beautiful gift to give yourself. And we're here just to learn more about ourselves so we can get out of our own way, move past our triggers, our trauma, and step into the full, glorious, powerful you in your light that the world needs. So I invite everyone to do that. How does that sound? Good? Hi. Hi, Leah. I just sent you your recording from your reading. I had so much fun. You goddess energy, powerhouse chart. That was so fun to read for you yesterday. OMG. So let's talk about some news before I get into the deeper energy report for the day. Before we get into the cosmic weather report, let's talk about some news. Okay, now I don't even know if this is technically good news. It is good news, but with a sad twist. But I did want to point it out. I saw a tweet yesterday morning that this March 2020 was the first March without a school shooting since 2002. So that is heavy. It's like a bittersweet statistic. And it's like, we're also realizing like, oh, we had to literally shut down the world to not have another school shooting. So I really implore you, obviously everything we're focusing on right now is the pandemic, is health. We're working on our finances, taking care of ourselves. But I also invite each of you, I'm going to get into this, but the moon moved into Aquarius today, which is visionary energy, collective, it's futuristic. If you're home and you have a little extra time, like call your senator, right into your senator. There's scripts online, there's templates. Like we still have to focus on like gun control for our babies. Again, if we're using this whole quiet time as a cocoon, as a metamorphosis, then we also just want to remember to like some of the other big issues. Like to me, it's been healthcare, gun control, and abortion, and like rights for people for what like with wombs to decide whether or not they want birth control. Those are like the three big issues that I almost feel like our society needs to get past to kind of step into the next era. And so, yeah, like if you feel called, I just feel like letting our people know we have an election coming up, letting people know that, yeah, there's a pandemic happening, but we have not forgotten about gun control and tightening up like laws and safety laws around that. I think it's really important. So let's not have it be like take another pandemic just to have 1 month in 18 years without a school shooting. Just saying. So yeah, Darcy. Oh yeah, no, not homeschool. Homeschool is not the option. That's not the option here. That's not it. We need the kids back in school. We need them learning. We need them growing in a community, and we definitely need a break for all of the mystical mamas and powerhouse papas at home who are juggling so many things. Like yeah, homeschooling is not the answer, but just I mean, if it is for you, your individual choice, it is. But I mean, like, yeah, like I think that I had a download that I'm going to share with you guys because you're my mystical family. And you sit here and listen to our super alternative, quirky morning show. So I'm going to share my downloads with you. So my guides really showed me a very clear image yesterday that everything that we're thinking now in this quarantine, in this shelter in place, self-isolation, pandemic moment, it's like super amplified. It's super magnified. So for better, for worse. So I'm noticing like I'm thinking about something and it is happening right away. And they showed me like all of the clarity, like how all the pollution's going away. It's like this openness right now that we're in. So I know it's so hard to not buy into like the fear chatter, and it's so hard to not speak certain things into existence. But I really invite all of you, especially today, there's this beautiful Jupiter Sun transit that's all about benevolence and opening up to abundance and feeling blessed by that big King Midas touch planet Jupiter. Please like spend some time purposely manifesting, intention setting for your life, writing out a story of take one page, a computer notebook page like this, and write out the story of your life and how you want it to feel in the present tense. And be on the other side, do it for the planet, please. That's my like beyond homework assignment, Cosmic RX. It's like, I invite you, I implore you to do that today. It's like a lot of things being manifested right now and amplified. And when we talk about manifestation and amplification of thought, there's no discernment between a good thought and a bad thought. It's all just a thought, it's all just a vibration. So we want to put something out there on purpose. Yeah, Darcy, this quarantine has shown our civil rights can be taken away. Yes. And this is part 2 of this dreaming in this new chapter, is we all have to act with discernment, check in with ourselves, and really the government only has as much power as we give it. And the power comes from 2 things: the way we vote, but also how we vote with our dollar, because the government is funded by corporations and by money. Like, money makes the world go round, okay? So the more that we make choices with our vote and with our dollar, we can at least get the government back into a place of alignment where we have people who are at somewhat allies on our side, seeing the bigger picture, here for the collective. I mean, it's a very broken system we're in, and that can be very daunting. But that's why, yeah, on the earth plane, we're voting with our dollar. We're showing up for each other. And we're like speaking out for people who don't have a voice or have been marginalized. We're shutting up when they want to speak to us. And then on the spiritual plane, we are doing the goddess damn work. We are meditating. We are clearing ourselves of our ancestral trauma. We are getting in touch with our shadows and our triggers. We are becoming sovereign, where we do not feel like we need to rely on this outside world for our validation, our existence. And then we are co-creating, weaving, manifesting this next world into existence, okay? Please believe that is the truth. That is the fact of what is happening here. So let's talk about the actual micro daily astrology we're in right now. Let's see. Do we have any Aquarius moons, any lunar Aquarians on the call? Let's see. This is today. The moon moved from Capricorn. Oh, intuitive touch. Okay, great. So the moon just moved from Capricorn, which is super intense, pragmatic, get shit done energy, which is also part of that like intensity we were feeling yesterday. It was the undercurrent during all that. Just a lot of like power struggle energy from yesterday. Today, we move into the moon goes into Aquarius. So it's futuristic minded, it's community minded. Aquarians are like the antennas to outer space. I always think of them. Aquarians are just plugged in to something much deeper, much higher, like a higher intelligence. There's a technology, there's futuristic. You're getting like downloads from the future. And that's what makes you super like visionary and progressive. Aquarians in our society have done such revolutionary things, and you need that because you need to see a future that does not exist yet very clearly. It ain't no small potatoes, okay? Like, it's hard to do that. The Aquarius moon today, all of us in the collective, our emotional self is being given this moment to think beyond the here and now, see the future, what's going on. And this is a great day to do that manifestation exercise that I talked about, because Aquarius moon is like, what is your antenna hooked up to? What's the signal you're broadcasting out? Oh, good. Oh my goodness, Aquarius sun and moon. Okay. I love it. I love your Aquarius moons. My fiance, my life wizard, Aquarius moon. My sister's an Aquarius moon. Her fiance is an Aquarius moon. I am surrounded, Caitlin, by Aquarius moons. I love that. I love Aquarius moons. There's such an intelligence in the Aquarius moon. And Aquarius moons too are the epitome of like awkward awesome combo, which I am too that, but it's like the things that make you quirky and different and unique are actually what make you like cool and are your superpowers. You just need to like tune into that and remember it. Because Aquarian moon's like, yeah, like you're just plugged into something, like that alien energy. It's like plugged into something, especially with the sun and moon combo. But it's like trust in that. That's what the world needs. Like I always think about, Charles Darwin, Abraham Lincoln, like certain Aquarians. I'm like, yeah, like when they were probably talking to their friends about their ideas or their vision, their friends probably like, what is this person on right now? But thank God for them. We had them. So I love that. Trusting your vision. What are you amplifying? What is your antenna putting out today? Tonight, I want to point out we have a yummy, juicy, delicious little transit happening with the moon and Venus, pleasure seeking, love adoring, rose champagne sipping in her satin nightgown. Venus is going to be all up on the moon. So tonight will be a great night to just change out of our fake workout gear, myself included, that I've been wearing this whole time, out of your sweats, put on something slinky that feels good to you, maybe like a nice robe, or you know what it is, you have a like silky dress lying around, and or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what you guys have in your closets. But really like take good care of yourself. Take like a long bath or shower, oil yourself up, maybe give yourself a manicure, pedicure. It's all about like beauty and beauty as self-care and beauty as ritual tonight. I love my beauty rituals with like, I use oils and I do gua sha on my face and I speak affirmations over myself. And so just tonight with the moon and Venus, it's just a good time. Write a love letter to someone, write a love letter to yourself. It's really juicy. It's a really yummy, like star-dusted little transit we have tonight. And then during the day, like I said, we have this Jupiter activity, sun. So there's going to be a lot of positive energy in the air today. It's a very positive day in astrology. The harmony with moon and Venus tonight, great. Sun, Jupiter, super expansive. So I just want you to check all that. I will point out we are in the shadow period of Venus retrograde. I'm going to talk more about that on Friday as the precursor into our talk with Marisa. But Venus retrograde shadow, we're going to be in the shadow, in the actual retrograde of Venus from like May 13th to like middle of June. So we're in the shadow now. It started April 9th. So I'm going to say some things here. I will elaborate on this on Friday. But when Venus retrograde shadow hits, do not cut your own bangs. Okay? No altering our physical appearance in a non-reversible way. If you want to play around with like temporary dye in your hair, putting some of those like tape glue on nails or whatever, play with some new makeup, great. But every astrologer knows Venus retrograde, Venus retro shade, it's not a time for plastic surgery, but I don't think anybody's getting that anytime soon. But it's just not a time to do anything drastic, no at-home tattoos, no like permanent hair dye, maybe bleaching your hair. And this is such good advice from the universe right now, because I know we're all at home, myself included, of like, should I try to like highlight my own hair again? Like when I was, 18 and I did it and my hair turned like carrot top orange. Venus retrograde shadow was like, no, put down the at-home Clairol, put down the scissors, do not cut your own bangs. It's not a good idea during Venus retrograde. So we're in the shadow. Also, on that same note, I'm just going to say, watch out for the, fuck boy, fuck girl energy and the DMs. Venus retrograde always brings up all of the old people in your DMs. It brings out all of the old people. Okay, especially now, everyone's like home and lonely and bored. So just don't fall for the bait. Don't fall for that. Just be like, Maddie told me about this. This is just Venus retrograde, retro shade activity. Those are some things about astrology. I want you guys all. I gave you guys some hopefully inspiring self good, like that, writing things out, writing a computer page out, one loose leaf page of what you want your life to feel like in the present tense, and the other side of the page, how do you want the world to feel, the collective. Checking in with your sun, moon, rising today. Great homework. How's my sun? How's my moon? How's my rising feel? What does each part of my chart there need from me? And then just your other sign off. Yeah, make some beautiful things for your night. Take good care of yourself, but don't cut your own bangs. Okay? Don't do it. Don't try and wax your own eyebrows. Just don't do it. Okay? That's our astrology energy report. Yes, that's Audrey. This is my very specific astrology. When it comes to Venus retrograde, I am not playing. Like, we got to get specific with it. It's like beautiful, broad tips, and then just like put down the kitchen scissors. Do not cut the bangs. I told you guys last week, I cut my fiance's hair. It actually looks great now, I think, but in the moment, he was not loving it. And I was like, I told you I didn't want to cut your hair during Venus retrograde shadow. What do you expect from me? So let's pull a card from the day to wrap this up, to ground the reading. I'm going to pull it from our Notes from Our Higher Self deck. This is our prototype deck. Audrey and I are working like any minute. We're going to release the actual deck. It is filled with so many channeled messages. My guides have kept me up so many nights, just giving me messages saying, put this in the deck, I need to hear this. This is going to be, like we say, a note from your higher self, because your higher self is your best guru, your best healer, your best psychic, your best leader is all within you. So let's see what we need to know, what we need to anchor all of this reading with. Okay, we had a jumper card, so I know when to pay attention. It was jumper cards, that's spirit saying, hello. That's the card for you, Maddie. Don't keep shuffling. So the note from your higher self from today is this. Give yourself credit. You've come pretty far. So I love that, because it's like, this is such actually what's been coming up in all of my readings this week that I've been doing with my clients, my mentees, is like, and it's actually one of my clients' birthday today, and we're going to go through, I've been working with her for about a year, so we're going to go through and celebrate all of her wins for the year. And this is just a great feeling of like, things are weird now, time feels really abstract. You might feel like, I've gotten so many things from my clients of like, they're not doing quarantine right. No one knows, like, should I be productive? Should I be volunteering? Should I be cleaning my whole house? Should I be learning how to bake bread? And it's like, this is it. Like, give yourself credit. You've come pretty far. Like, you're doing it. You've done so much. I love that. I love meditating upon like, today, like, oh, you know what? I've done so many things that maybe I thought I could never do. And look at me. I'm doing great. Put that maybe before you do your list. That's things that you want to dream into existence. Maybe write out a few things that you're grateful for, or a few things just like, damn, I did that. You know, like, there's so many things you do. You show up for yourselves. And I love reminding people of it, but also like, remind yourself of it. Cheerlead yourself today. Okay. So give yourself credit. You've come pretty far. Talking to you. That's your higher self, just talking to you. So that's that. That's a wrap for today. If you're just tuning in, you can check from the beginning. We talked a lot about astrology from yesterday into today. We give some very specific mystical assignments for you to do. Yeah, so I will see you guys Friday. We're going to be on with Marisa Sullivan talking about solo self-pleasure and sexual self-care during quarantine. I am so excited. And yeah, just let me know. I'll put out a thing on the stories if you have any questions for her. She is a wealth of information. Okay, everyone, I'm sending you lots of love. Keep washing your hands. Keep staying safe, and just protect your vibe, okay? Protect your magic. Honor your magic today. All right? Okay, everybody.